someone new. I wanna do the things they say we shouldn't do. I wanna wake up in the morning with someone new. Live life like it's a prison, break the rules. I wanna wake up in the morning.
episode of Q&A with the Hombre. It is noon here on Wednesday, and I'm here, so ready to answer any questions for you guys. I know I just launched out the new episode of the top tequilas of 2022, and yeah, those things are it's doing really well, which is great. There's a lot of people watching it, a lot of people with questions, but those are my top choices for 2022. And I thought long and hard and went through a bunch of different stuff that was available, and then just after evaluating it, came up with that list. And I think it's a pretty solid list, and some people have some questions about why I selected or what I did, especially the Carrera Blanco. You guys, there's people that are like, I would pick so many other tequilas over the new Carrera Blanco. If you haven't tried the new Carrera Blanco, the new lote, the CTB 045, which you can see the lote like right here. It's on the back. It's, if you look at, let's get it to focus here. Come on, focus. There. You see the lote's listed right back here, right? There. It's listed on that label right there. So you look at it, if it's CTB 045, that's what you're looking for. It is the new lote. And if you're going to try to tell me that you would select something else over this tequila without trying the new lote, you can just forget it. Just don't waste your time, because you don't know what you're talking about. Unless you've tried this new version of Carrera, I don't care what you've tasted from the previous versions or whatever. It's been redone. I helped with it. It's a flavor profile I work with them on. This is absolutely amazing stuff. It's the best Blanco on the market, and don't tell me it's not unless you've tried it. Because so far, everybody that's tried it has come back and said, yeah, okay, I get where you're coming from. Yeah. They're not like, oh, I would rather pick this or that or this or that or this or that over Carrera. You don't know. You've never tried it. So shut up. Seriously. So many people talk about stuff and say what they would do without the experience of trying it and knowing what they're talking about. And that's where we have issues here with influencers and all this other BS guys that are on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram or whatever they're on, talking about stuff without ever trying it or knowing what they're talking about, or just doing videos because they're paid to do it. All right. That's the truth with some of these guys, is they're paid to do these commercials. And it's like, oh, well, we're going to pay them because they got, 100,000 TikTok users. Well, God, 90,000 of them are 13-year-old kids that can't buy your tequila anyways. Nobody watches TikTok unless they want to see dance routines and stuff. Yeah, no, it's just, all right, let's check in. Hey, Van, how you doing? Bienvenido, welcome. Hey, Jan, you've tried the Carrera. You definitely, see, and people that have tried it can say then, have tried the new version, not the old version, the new one, that can then say, okay, look, once you tried the new version, the 45 that's here in the United States, or in Mexico, it's 46 or greater. I think it's up to 48 now in Mexico. They can't keep it on the shelves in Mexico. People like it so much, they cannot keep it on the shelves in Mexico, which is not something that's usual for Mexico. Normally, they like their Cuervo Grand Traditional and stuff like that. They can't keep it on the shelves there. They have to keep pumping out batches and stuff because people are loving it so much. It is so good here, and not a lot of people are talking about it, which is great, because that means we have inventory. We're not selling out like some of the other brands do, at least not yet, which is more for me. I sat down yesterday with another bottle. It's downstairs. And I popped the bottle, and I was just having some Carrera while I was drinking, or while I was watching TV, Netflix, that new Kaleidoscope show, which, by the way, is really good if you're a Netflicker like I am. I was sitting there drinking some Carrera tequila, watching the new Kaleidoscope show, and I drank half a bottle of this stuff. It's so good. And I dare you to try it and then tell me that it's not one of the best Blancos you've ever tasted. I dare you. I dare you. And until you do, shut your trap. Seriously. Be quiet, because you don't know what you're talking about. All right. Now that I got that off, come to think of it, I've tried more than a couple. Yeah, see, that's what happens. You pop a bottle, and before you know it, half the bottle's gone, right? And it's one of the few tequilas that I actually crave. I don't know what they did to it, what they put in it, but I actually like the flavor so much of it. It's such beautiful cooked agave flavor that I'll sit down and I'll literally like, okay, I'm gonna have a stogie or whatever. I'm gonna sit down, relax. I'll have a little bit of Blanco, have some Carrera, and next thing you know, I'm like, oh, that was really. And this I keep pouring more and more and more, and literally half the stinking bottle's gone. It's gone. And I look at it and go, oh crap, I drank half a bottle. I don't normally drink that much. Yes, my wife, I don't drink that much at all. I have a couple, maybe a pour or two while I'm having a stogie or whatever, relaxing. Now I've been working on a big Lego city in my garage, which if you're subscribed to the Hombre Cave, I'm going to be showing you guys some of the stuff, some of the hobbies and stuff that I have and some of the things there. That's gonna be really cool. So you guys want to make sure you subscribe to the Hombre Cave on YouTube, the Hombre Cave channel, because we're gonna kick that off. I'm gonna try to kick it off this week, and we're gonna do different subjects and we're gonna feature different things. And then I'm actually gonna be. Everybody always says that they want to see more of what's I got in here in this cave, and so I actually should I give you guys a preview of this? Hold on, we got Johnny E says he has a bottle of Carrera Blanco ordered. Can't wait to try. Oh, you're gonna love it. It's absolutely amazing. You're gonna wish you ordered more than one bottle. Seriously, if you order two, or do yourself a favor, just order two, because you're gonna go like, oh wow, yeah, this is okay, and you're gonna have to pay the $30 shipping to order more. So just order a bunch when you order it, because trust me, you're gonna like it. Everyone loves it. There's tequila people. It's funny, the people that I've told originally when I tried it and stuff said, oh my god, this stuff's fantastic. I messaged some friends, some people that I know that are big tequila connoisseurs, and one of the guys goes, oh my god, I've been looking for a Blanco like this. This is setting the bar for Blancos now. And I agree, it is. It's setting the bar for what a Blanco should taste like. He's like, this reminds me of when I'm at the distilleries, when you open the door and you bite into a piece of cooked agave. I mean, it's exactly, I was like, yes, 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 exactly. Yes, that's what it's got. It is so good. And the Hombre version, which is the one I helped them develop, and what they basically did is 108 proof. So what we did is they diluted it down. We liked the flavor profile so much, they said, we're going to make this our standard flavor profile, and they diluted it down for the 40 and the 38, which is what they have in Mexico. So it's just diluted down, but it's the same flavor profile. So the 108 is going to be this, but just like whoo, boom, at 108 proof. It's going to be, I mean, talk about welcome to Flavor Town, right? It's going to be boom, Flavor Town in your face. It's so good. So you guys are gonna, I swear, you're gonna love it. So when you look at this video and you go, oh, he picked Carrera. One guy was like, oh, you only did it because that stuff you sell, they sell and ferment and still. It's like, okay, come on, seriously, it's not until you tried that Blanco. Don't say anything, because you don't know what you're talking about. Seriously, I don't care if you tried the older version. And yeah, if we're talking about the older version of Carrera, yeah, it wasn't great. It was good. It wasn't great. But when we're talking about the new version of Carrera, don't talk unless you've tried it. Don't talk. Don't say anything. Just be quiet. You'll do yourself a favor, because you'll end up eating your words when you try it. So just don't do it. Don't say anything. Just be quiet. I know what I'm talking about. I stand behind everything that I always say on this channel. Always. I stand behind it 100%. Everything on that list for the top tequilas of 2022, I stand behind 100%. I stand behind it. Those are the best of 2022. So hopefully you've seen it. And chances are you agree. Most people do. On steroids. Yeah, on steroids. It's going to be the 40 on steroids when it comes. It's supposed, and we're looking to get it here January. Most likely it's probably going to be February or March when it arrives. But everything's in process. But, you know, there's a saying about Mexico time, right? Everything in Mexico moves slower. So, yeah, I knew what you're talking about. Yeah, the higher proof is going to be this 40 on steroids. So it's just going to be a super explosion of flavor in your mouth. And you're going to like, when people are like, you know, I've never been to a distillery, so I don't know what cooked agave tastes like. It tastes like this. It tastes exactly like this. It's like cooked agave in a bottle. This is exactly what it tastes like. It is so good. So if you want to know, buy the freaking Carrera Lote 45 CTB 045. Buy it, try it, and then you'll know what cooked agave tastes like. It's good. It's good. It's really good. So yeah, so you saw my list of the top tequilas of 2022, and I stand by it. I stand by it 100%. You know, Nuevo Uno took my best añejo. This is an amazing añejo. You guys, if you haven't tried it, seriously, get it before it's done, because they're not going to be making it anymore. They're doing a 1 year añejo versus the 2 year añejo deep. So so try it. Seriously, try it. It's good. It's really good. And yeah, I see people like all the time, you know, working their butts off to try to find some Fortaleza añejo and stuff. This stuff blows Fortaleza out of the water. It does. Fortaleza is good. Yeah, that's good quality tequila. But this stuff blows it out of the water, and it's easy to get. So passionate or too much? No, I'm just passionate. I'm extremely passionate. And when I love something, when I'm crazy about something, especially like tequila or mezcals or whatever it is that I'm talking to you guys about, I have a tendency of going a little crazy on it. And, you know, it's funny because when I do, it's like, okay, once you get to know me, you know, okay, that's just Mark. He just really loves what he's talking about. He wants to share what he loves with everybody. The people that know me do that. The people that don't know me are like, oh, he must be getting paid to do this. He's charging people, or he's trying to sell it, or, you know, he's doing something to try to make money. No, that's not the way I am. And you can ask the people that sent me bottles to review that I said weren't good, whether I'm honest about stuff like that. So that's passion. I'm sorry. I just been dealing with people that are coming in going, really? You pick Carrera as the top Blanco? It's like, yes. One guy's like, I'd rather pick, you know, this one or this one over Carrera. It's like, yeah, then you haven't tried Carrera, the new Lote. And they look at Tequila Matchmaker and they're like, oh, well, Tequila Matchmaker has it in like a 70 something. It's like, so just some idiot on Tequila Matchmaker decided to rate it low. Doesn't mean they know what they're talking about. It doesn't mean it's the new version. It's the old version. That's one thing too. You guys get too tied up on Tequila Matchmaker. You understand that's a marketing tool for somebody, right? They use that to sell their services and stuff. That's what that is. It's a marketing tool. It's not experts. It's not, you know, trusted tequila connoisseurs. It's a bunch of people writing reviews, and it's a marketing tool for Grover. That's what it is. He uses it to sell his additive program as well as other things to generate money. It's a marketing tool. That is all it is. It's an app that he uses as a marketing tool. That's what you should think of it as. And don't think that it's the end all be all, because not all the information on it is 100% correct. We've experienced that with the whole G4 fiasco, where they said G4 was no longer active. And then next thing you know, Felipe is getting inundated with people saying, why is it not active? And he's like, no, it's, you know, not all the information on Tequila Matchmaker is 100% accurate. And I've contacted Grover before when I found some things that were wrong, and I said, hey, I was talking to the producer, and this is wrong on Tequila Matchmaker, and his response to me was, oh, it's close enough. So he doesn't really care if it's super accurate or not. It's just a marketing tool for him. It's something he uses to generate income, which the guy needs to make a living. We all do, right? And the people that pay to play are the ones that get a lot of the marketing. That's the way it is. That's what he does. That's his business model, and you have to appreciate that and understand that. So, you know, just because something's on Tequila Matchmaker, don't think it's the end all be all, and it's, you know, what the world is. It's not. There's a lot of stuff on there there's some stuff, I wouldn't say a lot of stuff, there's some stuff in there that's not accurate, and you just have to understand that. So I know you're passionate and just joking around. I really appreciate all your insight and what you do well, thank you, Jen. Yeah, I am passionate. I'm just, you know, I am sharing my insight. That's a good way of putting it. Thanks, Jan. Jan's awesome. We can love Jan. She's great. Hello, Hombre. Hello, Vera from India. How are you doing, buddy? Glad I was looking for it. I was definitely hoping that Vera showed up today. He's my buddy from India, and I appreciate him coming to the live streams and asking his questions and stuff. He's a cool person. So I think it's a guy or girl, I don't know, but he or she is just a cool person. So I enjoy Vera, and I'm glad that he or she showed up today. So same with Jan. Jan's amazing. Jan's a member. She supports what I do, and I appreciate that. And every time we do a buy for the collective, she's always in on them and buying and enjoying the stuff. And you know, they let me know whether they disagree with me on things, which is perfectly fine. They're allowed to do that. EBA 101's a member. He's a member still. He's cool too. He's a cool dude. We actually had a bachelor party here live for him when he was getting married, which is kind of cool. And I sent him a gift. I sent him a winter blend for a wedding gift for him. So he's a really good guy too, and a member, and I appreciate him supporting the channel like he does. And so that's those are some of my members. So if you're a member, you can become part of the community like that, where you know, I answer questions for you all the time. We talk on Discord or on the YouTube. And you get all kinds of benefits too. So, hey Vera, great bro. Okay, you're a guy. Vera's a guy. Okay, I didn't know, because Vera can be a female name here in the U.S. So, but glad you can make it, Vera. You're a cool dude, and thanks for being a part of the show today. I appreciate that. All right, so I went off on my tangent about the Carrera Blanco on my best of 2022 video. Any other questions about anything else on there? Or maybe, you know, you thought a tequila that came out last year, was part of last year, deserved to be on it. We can discuss that. We can talk about that. I'm not at all opposed to doing that. Some people asked why wasn't there any Cascanas? Because Cascanas, there wasn't anything really super spectacular that was part of last year. They had the number 7 Añejo, which is the number 7 Repo, which is and then you know, the number 9 Extra Añejo was really good, but that was like 2 years ago, I think, right? 2021. So it really wasn't available last year, as far as I know. So this was mostly stuff that was available last year. That was a great gift. Might drink some of it on my. There you go. Awesome. Yeah, I know that. I sent you a nice bottle, and I was hoping you drank some of it then. Did you at least guys pour a sip on your wedding day? I know you were drinking some other. You bought some other Extra Añejo, I think, for your wedding day. I think 70th El Tesoro or something like that, right? Didn't you guys have a pour of that on your wedding day? But I was hoping you had some of the winter blend too. When I sent you a bottle of that for your wedding gift. We need a little bit of music. Let me turn a little music up here. Here we go. So yeah, so the best of 2022 list is, I think, is pretty solid. Ocho Puntos was on there, which I think was probably the best. It was the best. Still strength of last year. You can't find it anymore. It's gone. I know some people are finding some bottles while they're out in some stores and stuff, so there's still some inventory out there. But one of the things that just came out too, which is really good, we hadn't had it here since 2021, is the Siembra Azul. So this is the repo. Let's see if we get this stuff. Come on, focus. This thing's supposed to focus super fast. I don't know why it's not put in nicely. There we go. So this is the Reposado for Siembra Azul. So this just came out, and I think we sold through. We might have like 4 bottles left, which it sold through pretty fast so far. Really good stuff. We haven't had it since 2021 because this is David Suro's brand, and he's, you know, got a restaurant in Philly that he runs, and he's doing all kinds of things with Cascaween and stuff, where he hasn't produced it, because this is with 1414 out of Arandas. So this is the Vivancos. He's been doing a lot of stuff, bringing a lot of stuff in for Cascaween. So he's, I think, been focusing a lot of his attention down there, and hasn't been really doing much with the Siembra Azul. The Siembra Valle is the Siembra Valle is the brand that he works with Cascaween on. So this one's really good, repo. They did a 15th anniversary one 2 years ago. I think 2021, 2020 maybe. I've got a few bottles of that too. But they did that as a special release, and there was only a certain amount. People were going crazy about it, but we got it for the members on here that were able to get it. The members have scored some pretty good bottles so far from the allocated stuff that we were able to get special member access to from Ferment and Still. So was it? Yes, we did, but we haven't tasted it since. Oh, you haven't had any since the wedding day. Okay. Carrera Blanco CTB 40 is awesome. 2 weeks back, got it from my cousin while traveling from New York to India. Got it only because of your honest review. Oh, nice. So there you go. Even Vera's had it, so he agrees. Hey, Big Ed, welcome. Bienvenido. Welcome. Glad you can make it. We're going on some tangents here, some going off on some things, so hope you wear your seatbelt. All right, so what else was I going to talk about? Yeah, so this is really good for those of you that got your orders in on this. Good job, because you're going to like this one a lot. It's really good. It's a good repo. Everything out of 1414 typically is really good. So that is that's landed, and it's pretty much gone. I may see if we can order some more for Ferment and Still, but I think they said it was pretty much all gone. So, and then what else? Oh, for those of you that haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to the Hombre Cave, because we're gonna start bringing a lot more stuff over there. And I'm gonna start giving stuff away. I got all this tequila, I can't drink it all. I'm gonna start giving stuff away. And so if you want to win stuff, make sure you subscribe to the Hombre Cave. We haven't launched the channel officially yet. We're probably gonna try to do it this week. But if you want to get stuff, subscribe there. But also right now we're doing a giveaway. A lot of people that were messaging me saying, why you keep talking about Winter Blend when no one can get it, or you can't get it at a good price. Well, I'm all about sharing the love and sharing the access. And so I'm going to give out like 2-ounce taster bottles. I can show you what the bottles look like. They're out in the hall. But I'm going to do some 2-ounce taster sets of Winter Blend. And it's 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. So you'll be able to have a taste of every year of Winter Blend. I'm just gonna give them away. So you gotta be 21 years of age or older, gotta live in the continental United States, or actually just in the United States, because we do have to send it out, and we don't want to get too crazy on shipping. But you have to live in the United States, be 21 years of age, and have to be a subscriber over at the Hombre Cave, because that's where we're going to announce it. But I'm going to do giveaways for here on some videos here, and I'm going to do giveaways on the Hombre Cave, and then I'm also going to on Instagram right now. There's a video up there where I talk about doing the kits given away there on Instagram. So make sure you go and watch that video and just tag as many people as you can, because we're trying to boost the followers there. So we get to 5,000 followers, we're going to give away at least 2 on Instagram, maybe more. I'm going to pretty much drain these bottles using taster kits and give them away. So the more you are subscribed, comment, and like videos here, and the more you comment and are subscribed and like videos when they go start going up on the Hombre Cave, and then the more you tag people and comment on that video on Instagram, the better your chances are of scoring one of these, where you'll be able to sit down with a full flight of every bottle of winter blend that's been made today. So take advantage of this stuff and get in on it. Eddie says he's at the liquor store now. Oh, we're doing a little shopping with the Hombre here. You're at the liquor store now, and these are the options: Cenote, Flecha Azul, El Mayor, Terramana, Casa Noble, Severo. Any suggestions? Look for El Tesoro. See if El Tesoro's there. It's got to be there. They got to have El Tesoro. Ask them if they have El Tesoro. And if they have El Tesoro, get that. Every place has El Tesoro, because it is a Beam Suntory product. So ask them, say, hey, do you have El Tesoro? Chances are they do have it. I would get that. Of those choices there, I probably would go El Mayor. But they gotta have Beam. They gotta have El Tesoro there or something else. That can't be all they have. Hombre, are there any agave spirits made in USA or other countries? Yes, there is. Absolutely, yes. Matter of fact, you want to see one? I'll show you one here. Hold on. All right, well, I can't find it right now. I don't want to spend time looking for it while you guys are here. But there, I have one from South Africa that I hear is really good. I need to review it and talk about it. But there's also one that's done here in California that they use California grown agave, because we can grow agave. I've got five now. 5 Weber blue agaves growing in my backyard here in Southern California. So they do grow agave, and yeah, they do agaves. But then there's also people that buy like agave nectar and try to do it themselves that way. Stay away from those. The ones that are actually processing the agave themselves, like the people in South Africa, those are the ones you want to do. And then there's one here in California that's also using, I think they grow Weber blue agave here, and they're using that, and they're cooking in the agave and stuff like they should. And I think that's supposed to be pretty good too, but I haven't had any yet. I'm working on. They actually messaged me and said, hey, would I be interested in reviewing it and maybe talking about picking it up for ferment and still? And I said, absolutely, yes. Send me a sample bottle. But in order to do a sample, I require a 750 milliliter bottle, a full. I don't take sample bottles because you never know what they could put in a sample bottle. They send you a sample bottle, and for all you know, it could be anything. It could be Fleur-de-Lis that they put in there. And then you do a review of it, you say it's great, and then people buy the bottle, and then they come back and they go, what are you talking about? because you didn't taste it from a production bottle. So I require them to send me a full production bottle, 750 milliliters sealed, and then I do the review based on getting the full production bottle. So I don't allow sample bottles. So I said, yeah, I'd be interested in doing the review. I love, agave spirits. I'll try them from any place, even though I do really love Mexico and their spirits. And so they never sent me a bottle, so I don't know. Yay, samples of the first and last one is the only ones I need. Okay, yeah, so you can get the whole kit and caboodle where you can actually taste them all together. So spell that, El Tesoro, E-L and then T-E-S-O-R-O, El Tesoro, 2 words. It means the treasure in Spanish. El Tesoro, T-E-S-O-R-O. Now don't get it mixed up with the other El Tesoro that's out. There's another El Tesoro out there. This is El Tesoro de Don Felipe. The bottles look like they have a owner wheel on top of them, so it's like the wheel they use for crushing the agave. They have a little model of one on top of the bottle. That's the one you want to look for. It's New Hampshire. It's weird. Okay, well, I'll take your word on it. I haven't been to New Hampshire, so I can't comment on whether it's weird or not, but I'll take your word on it. So, some good questions so far today. So what else was I going to tell? Oh, yeah. So make sure you subscribe. Now, one of the things, too, I know a lot of people have been asking me about wanting to see what the tequila den looks like. Well, one of the things that's kind of cool is I'm going to show you guys. I've been setting up this camera for the Hombre Cave channel. I'll cut to it real quick to show you, but we're going to use this on the Hombre Cave a lot. But there's the camera view on this. Now, one thing that's cool is watch. It can show you guys the whole cave with this camera. So we're going to do a lot of stuff with this when it where's my other camera, when we're doing the tequila cave thing. So you're going to see a lot more of there we go. You'll see a lot more of what's going on in the cave. I got to clean up all this stuff because there's some stuff, messy stuff around. So so you'll see a lot more things. We're going to talk more in depth, but we're also in depth. And what we're also going to do is when I do a review of something, there's going to be discussion about it on the Hombre Cave. So I'll spend more time with it. Yeah. And it'll probably happen like a couple days after the review. Like we'll try to do a couple days a week where we do the live streams on the Hombre Cave, and it's going to be more podcast formatted. So I may have somebody else with me that tasting it with me or talking about it and discussing the brand. I'm gonna have people from the brand there. So we're gonna do a lot more stuff like that there. But then we're also gonna talk about stogies. We're gonna talk about whiskey, special bourbons, things like that I can get access to. And then some other things I do for hobbies. Like I love to build Legos, and I'm building a Lego city in my garage, and I'll show you guys some stuff about that. I posted a picture on Instagram where I was drinking G4 out there. I was working on building some stuff for my Lego city. It's really cool. It's got a bunch of buildings in it, and then they're lit up, so it's like looks like a city, a small miniature city at night. I've got trains. I mean, it's really cool. It's a lot of fun. It's something my daughter and I started when we were facing the pandemic, and then it kind of grew, and now it's really cool. We've got an amusement park in there with working roller coaster, Ferris wheel, scrambler ride, and a merry-go-round, all of them motorized, so they all work and they lit up. And then I'm building another roller coaster right now, a looping coaster with a drop on it that we're going to put in the amusement park as well. So it's kind of a really cool thing. So we'll feature some of that on the Hombre channel, the Hombre Cave as well. So make sure you go and subscribe to that. You guys are going to like it. It's going to be fun. So Hombre, any food pairings with tequila videos in the Hombre Cave channel? Yeah, absolutely. We'll do food pairing stuff. I may even have a chef. I'll have a chef come on and we'll talk about stuff to make with with tequila and stuff. So yeah, we'll cover a bunch of stuff. I mean, we're gonna go crazy on that channel. It's gonna be more. I'm gonna make this. This channel is gonna be more tequila information focused. So it's gonna be more reviews and Q&As and stuff like this. Where the other channel is gonna get like more into production and have people talk about the brands, their passions. It's going to be more passion based stuff and more, in-depth, super deep information on things. So it's going to be great. And it's not just going to be tequila. We're going to talk about other things. We'll talk about sports. We'll talk about my Cowboys football. We'll talk about the Dodgers baseball, other baseball teams. We'll talk about all kinds of things that are going on in the world, as well as hobbies and interests. Ice hockey. We'll talk about cigars. We'll talk about all kinds of things. Video games, aquariums, fish, African cichlids. I mean, we'll cover all kinds of stuff. I have a big 120-gallon African cichlid tank out here outside the door here in our loft area, which is kind of cool. And they're getting big and they're cool. So we can talk about things like that, things that are my hobbies and interests, gardening, landscaping. We'll talk about all kinds of things. So it's going to be really fun and informational. And we'll talk, nothing's off the board as far as topics go for that channel. Where this one's going to be more tequila and agave spirits. I may talk about bourbons and stuff like that on the other channel, and brewing beer. I'm a national champion home brewer. I've got a lot of experience in making beer, so we can talk about beer brewing and talk about different things like that, and even how they incorporate we can incorporate some of that stuff into making tequila, or knowing about what happens with tequila, because fermentation is a big part of tequila as well. So. Hombre, are there any private barrel store pick tequila in California? Yeah, I'm sure there are. Absolutely. But I have a brand. We have a group that does barrel picks. So I know you're in India, but if you were if you were able to have somebody in the United States get it, you can get in on our barrel buys if you join. Become a member of the collective. We got some really special barrels that are coming up that are going to be really cool. Hombre and Carrera Blanco and cigar pick in your Insta Rocks. Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I do love a good stogie, and I've got a humidor over here. 2 humidors packed. So we could talk about some of the different limited edition stogies that are out and stuff like that on the other channel. We're not going to talk about those here because this is the Tequila Hombre channel. That is the Hombre Cave. So that's going to focus more of stuff that happens here in the man cave, the Hombre Cave. So like I said, nothing's off topic, and we're going to kick that off this week. I got to just think of what I want to do for the first show. Any suggestions on what we should talk about on the first show in the Hombre Cave? Let me know. Comment right now. Let me know before we get off the air, and I'll put together something. We'll talk about something really interesting. But go subscribe over there, because we are going to be giving giveaways. So as a bourbon drinker, I prefer a añejo and an XA tequila. Love the San Matias Gran Reserva. Any other suggestions to try? Yeah, try Blanco. Seriously, try Carrera Blanco, because as a bourbon drinker, I think you'll appreciate the flavor profile of it. It's very good. It doesn't have to be in a barrel. I was a former bourbon drinker as well, and I enjoy Blancos now too. So don't be afraid of Blancos, and don't think that just because you were a bourbon drinker that you're gonna like añejos and extra añejos more. Maybe you've tried some Blancos you didn't like, but there's other ones out there that you may like. Try the Carrera Blanco. Seriously, give it a shot. But other extra Neos or Neos. This one drinks like an extra Neo. This is the Nuevo Uno Añejo Deep. It's amazing. Very good, super complex. The Mahia Extraña, which is only $76.99 on ferment and still, which is ridiculous. It's easily $160 to $180 extra Neo. Very bourbonish, and it's a steal at $76.99 on ferment and still. A steal, absolute steal. We bought all of the stock on it, so it's amazing, and people that drink it love it. All my bourbon friends are drinking it, and they're buying several bottles to stock it because at that price, right now, you see what prices extra Neos are like. It's crazy. Those are good, so I'd recommend trying those. But don't say that you're an extra Neo and Añejo drinker. Don't be afraid to still grab some Blancos, because I'm telling you, the Carrera Blanco, it drinks like an Añejo. I have people that are Añejo that are aged tequila drinkers that are saying, wow, yeah, this stuff's really good. It could change your mind about Blancos, and that's, there's nothing wrong about that, because then you don't have to wait. You don't have to pay a higher price. You can get stuff at a lower price, and inventories filled a lot faster for Blancos because they don't have to sit in a barrel. And it makes it easier to find them and drink them. So I'm all about that. But if you want to spend a lot of money, $500 for bottles of extra Añejo tequila now, then go for it. I drink mostly Blancos, Repo. I drink everything. Blancos, Repos, and Añejos. And I was a bourbon drinker. I came from drinking Blanton's and Jack Daniels. I grew up in Cincinnati, Ohio, right next to Kentucky. I used to drink Kentucky bourbon all the time. I was a huge bourbon drinker. I had a bunch of, probably 30 bottles, 40 bottles of good bourbons in my pantry in my kitchen that I visited a lot. I drank a lot of bourbon, and I love Jack Daniels. That was my original one I started drinking in college. And then I grew to Four Roses, to Angel Envy, to Blanton's, to Weller's, Eagle Rare. I mean, I had them all. And then I transitioned to tequila because I actually like tequila more. I like the fact, too, that you can drink a Blanco tequila, you can drink a Repo. It's got multi-different facets to it, which I enjoy. And now that I've found some good, really good Blancos, I really love a good Blanco. So never say that you don't like a Blanco without trying them all first. That's all I'm saying. Oh, you're in Cincinnati. Oh, nice. I grew up there. Are you familiar with Springdale, Ohio? Springdale. I grew up in Springdale. I lived in Springdale for the first part of my life, and then we moved to Evendale for a couple years. I went to high school at a place called Princeton High School in Sharonville. Our big rival football program was Moeller of Ohio. So I was a Princeton Viking living in Cincinnati before I moved out here to California. So I know Cincinnati well. Kings Island, I'm a huge roller coaster fan. So I used to spend a lot of time at Kings Island riding the Beast. I enjoy Cimarron Reposado, good budget tequila. What's your take on it? It's a little harsh for me, but if you don't want to spend money and get something decent, then it's not bad. It was made as a mixer. That's what it was made for. But people that are cheap like it, and if that's what you like, then feel free to drink it. It's okay. But it's a little harsh for me. I'm not a big fan of it. I won't like it as a sipper. If I need something, if I get people coming over I don't really care about, and I don't care about the quality of a cocktail, I'll throw it in there because it's so inexpensive. But I've got a bottle down here on my lower shelf. I haven't touched in 3 years. I don't like it. So, but if you like it, that's all that matters. There's other ones out there that are a lot better. But yeah, you're gonna have to spend a little more money on it. So if you're up for that, then go ahead. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with liking Cimarron. Hombre, which is your favorite teams for Super Bowl? Oh, I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. Dallas Cowboys and the Bengals are my two teams. And right now the Bengals are looking good. The Cowboys made the playoffs, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't have any faith in Dak Prescott, unfortunately. So, oh yeah, you're in Loveland. I know Loveland. I know Loveland very well. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. I think we even like competed against your school. I think in sports and stuff. I think you guys play Princeton, Leveland, at least Leveland did. At least back when I was there. I moved out here in '84, so I've been here in California forever. But I haven't been back to Cincinnati in since then, and I need to go back because I want to go back and I want to take my daughter to Kings Island to go ride the Beast and the Twin Racers and stuff, and to hang out at the amusement park. And then she's never had Skyline chili, which is just kind of interesting. With chili with on top of spaghetti, which is kind of weird. And then, of course, White Castle hamburgers or something that we don't have out here that we had back in Ohio, too. We used to get trashed on bourbon and buy them for like a quarter each. And just like we call them hockey pucks or belly bombs because they just literally just sat in your stomach forever. But those are great. And then we used to go downtown. There was a place, I think it was called Zeno's Pizza in downtown Cincinnati, which is really good pizza. So we used to go down there for that. I'm a big Ohio State Buckeye fan, so I love Ohio. I just like the weather out here in the wintertime in California a lot more. So it got really cold back in Cincinnati. And then tornadoes. I was never much of a tornado fan. I'll take an earthquake here in California over a tornado any day. Tornadoes scared the crap out of me. Earthquakes, they happen and they're gone and they're done. And it's like no big deal. So yeah, I know Ohio. I know Cincinnati really well. I know it really well. Although I haven't seen lately, but Cincinnati favorites. Oh, nice. Oh, we got a hug from Germany. Well, thank you, Oliver. I'm sending a hug right back to Germany. But thank you. Thank you for the hug. Welcome. I wish I knew. How do I say welcome in Germany? Welcome? Is that right? I know a few German words. I don't know too much. My dad used to speak German to us when we would do stuff, and he would always say "Verstehen," which I guess means understood. An achte lieber, which is "oh my love," and so that's like the extent of my German. I tried it because it's out of NOM 1146. Yeah, there's better than Cimarron. Just wanted to try. Yeah, it's worth a try. Yeah, 1146 makes it, but it's not. It wasn't really meant when they made it as a sipper. It's made as a mixer for restaurants, a cheap mixer to keep pouring costs down. That's what it was made for. But people like it. For me, it's too harsh. I didn't like it. But if you want to try the best tequila out of 1146 is of course the Art Nam Selección is amazing. It's really good. I love that añejo. But the Pura Sangre line is, I think, the best line out of 1146. Their Fuerte Blanco is amazing for the price. It's very good. And then and the whole line is really good. That's one of the reasons why that's their the distillery's line, the Pura Sangre. That's theirs. All the other lines, they're contracted. So like Don Fulano, that's made for his cousin Sergio Mendoza, or his nephew Sergio Mendoza. He made that line for him, so it's contracted. And then Tears is not even his. Tears is made by Herman Gonzalez, and he's building his own distillery now in Guanajuato. I think it's Guanajuato, but he's building his own distillery now, so he's not going to be making it out of there anymore. But he was just using their facilities. Herman Gonzalez is a master distiller. He used to make what's the brand? Chinaco. He used to make Chinaco and worked for the Chinaco distillery before. And then he left. When he left, he did T1 and Tears of Llorona were his brands. And they did them out of 1146. They used Enrique's distillery for that. Hey, Hombre, do you think there's so many loopholes in tequila making when compared to bourbon? Any regulation required? Yeah, there's a lot of loopholes. I mean, there's always ways to get around the rules. Wilkeman, yeah, that's it. Wilkeman. Okay, that Wilkeman, right? It's W's pronounced V, I think, right? I'm not much of a German speaking guy, but Germany's great. When I was a beer brewer, I want to go to I wanted to go to Germany so bad. I still do. I'd love to go to Germany. I love Oktoberfest. I always have like the best time at Oktoberfest. I have some friends that are German, and I love them. I love Germany. I want to go visit it so bad and see the country and meet the people and drink their beer. I mean, I think Germans, have some of the best beers in the world. I am a huge German beer fan. Good Helles Bock is just like good Bock too. A good bold, good heavy Bock. Nothing beats a good heavy Bock. I'll try Pro Song right next. Yeah, you're welcome. No, absolutely, it's great. I always walk the walk and talk the talk, right? So there's the repo right here. The Blanco, I think they're out of stock on this now. This is a 1 liter high proof Blanco. It's called the Fuerte. This was $39.99. It's an amazing Blanco. It's really good. And it's funny because Jake Lustig, who's the guy that does Artenom Selection, him and Enrique were drinking at a bar, and he messaged me and he's like, "Hey, look what we're drinking, Hombre." And they're drinking the Pro Sangre Fuerte. I get that sometimes. I get the producers, then they're out drinking. They'll message me, send me messages when they're out drinking and getting drunk and stuff. And so I get drunk texts and stuff all the time. So that's it. That's all I can think of right now. So anything else you guys want to? Got messages coming through. Hold on. Anything else you guys want to know about here while we're? I just found out that I just got a message from Jan, or as actually his name is Jan, so it's Norwegian. So I apologize for calling you Jan, Jan, and I will pronounce it Jan from now on. I apologize. And he is a guy, so I'm sorry if I thought Jan is a female name, here in the United States. So I'm sorry, Jan, for calling you a female when indeed you're a real man. So you never know when you don't get to see people. All you see is an icon on a screen. You never know. So it's good to know, good to find out. And thanks for letting me know. And I apologize if there was any offense or any problem with it. But I will call you Jan from now on. And I love Norway. Norwegian's great. Norwegians are great. I had a step grandmother who was from Norway. Her name was Venka. So she came from Oslo, Norway. So I heard about it and she taught me a bunch of curse words in Norwegian. So I love all the countries. Everybody, I've traveled, to some places but I've met people from all around the world. And that's one thing I like about my life and what I do. I've met people from all around the world. And I haven't met anybody from a country where I'm like, they're not nice people. I've always come across really nice people from all countries. So I love it. And I'd love to go spend more time traveling and visiting other countries and seeing their countries and eating their food and trying their drinks and just hanging out with the people, because for me, it's awesome. I love it. All right, so Oliver says he wants to buy a very special gift, an extra Neo. I could buy a Tapatio Excelencia or Villa Los Hombres Tenure. Both cost 180 euros, same as dollars. Is that euros? That's euros, yeah. Same as dollars. Which is better in your view? If I was to buy an extra Niejo, and my only choices were Tapatio Excelencia or Villa Lobos, I would go with the Tapatio Excelencia. It is one of my favorite extra Niejos. You can't go wrong with Tapatio. So go with the Tapatio, and I'm sure you'll love it. It's great. You've been getting in Jan all your life, no big deal. It's funny you forgot the 3. And well, I wasn't gonna say that. That was between you and me, but now you just released it to the world. Jan is a 350-pound fat guy. I wasn't gonna say that. I was just gonna, because I don't judge people on their weight. I'm not skinny by any means. I'm working on it. I'm working on losing weight, but I don't fat shame or body shame people. I think when people are heavy set, it's not because they're lazy or anything. It's because they're living life. That's the way I look at it. They're loving the good food. They're loving good drink. They're loving things. They're lovers. So people need to look at people differently. Fat people, they're not lazy and they're just lovers. That's what it is. I love chocolate. I love good greasy fast food. I love all kinds of things. I love to eat, and so I get fat. I don't mind exercising. I run half marathons and stuff, but unfortunately, I'm heavier. But I'm working on it, and I'm playing golf. I'm getting active. I'm eating better, so I'm gonna work on losing weight. But I wasn't gonna bring up the 350-pound fat guy thing, and I was gonna just leave it at calling you Jan now, and that you're indeed a true Norwegian gentleman, and I was just going to leave it at that. Oh, Lord. You guys, don't forget to give me a like for sitting here talking to you guys and spending my time here. Click that thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything. Give me a like. Help a bro out. Just click on that thumbs up button. It doesn't cost anything. JD, here's another bro from Cincinnati. Big Ed, you should hook up with JD. He's in Cincinnati. he's an Ohio dude. How about them Bengals, right? Who day? Although, I was really upset about what happened at the game, and I hope that Damar Hamlin has a full, speedy recovery. My thoughts and prayers go out to the Buffalo Bills for their player, and I feel for the people in Cincinnati that had to witness a game where a gentleman almost died, and thoughts and prayers with that. But I do love my Bengals. So hooday for all you Bengal fans out there. I'm Bengals and the Cowboys, and so that's why I think the last Q&A I did, somebody asked what happens if the Bengals face the Cowboys in the Super Bowl. Then it's a win-win for me. I don't care who wins or loses because I love both those teams. I do have a Joe Burrow's jersey that I will be wearing when the Bengals play, and I have Ezekiel Elliott jersey that I'll be wearing when the Cowboys play. So I'll be supporting both my teams to the playoffs, and hopefully both of them do well. We'll see. But yeah, JD, it's good to see you. Definitely give a thumbs up. Click on the thumbs up button. Like the video. It doesn't cost you anything. I'm giving you my time, which costs me a lot more than you clicking the thumbs up button. Yes, hello from Cincinnati, Ohio. Yes, the home of Skyline Chili, and the best German sausages ever. Besides Germany, I mean, Oliver's got us beat on the German sausage thing, being from Germany. But Cincinnati, a lot of people don't know this, was a German-founded town. And so we can actually talk about stuff like this on the Hombre channel. One of my favorite things to do, and I found a German deli, a true German deli here in Southern California that has these. But there was two kinds of brats that you could get when in Cincinnati, when I lived there, they were called, there was brats, and then there's another thing called Mets, right? And the Mets was basically just like a smoked brat, but it has a little more zinginess to it and stuff too. So I can go to this German deli here in Southern California. It's in Costa Mesa. It's called the Globe Deli. If you guys are around here, you can go check them out. And I can now order. I went there once and I said, hey, can you guys get your German deli? Can you get Mets? And he goes, what are Mets? I go, it's like a brat, but it's kind of red smoke. So he's found out that he could get them. And so he's been ordering them ever since, probably for the last 15 years or 20 years. He's been getting them. And so I go a couple times a year and get them, and then we barbecue them here, but they're so good. But I haven't had a good Cincinnati Met in a long time. Everyone goes, New York Mets, right? No, this is a sausage Mets from Cincinnati. It's so good. So if you're ever in Cincinnati and you see a Met as a sausage up on a board, and when you go to a place, try it. It's really good. And then Cincinnati pizza is kind of different too. They do it as a square, and they cut pizza in the squares. There was a place called La Rosa's pizza that was like all over the place when I was in Cincinnati. Their pizza was good. It was a really super thin crust, but there's also some deeper dish Cincinnati pizzas. The Zeno's was a place I used to go downtown and have pizza. There was a place that was by University of Cincinnati that was called Adrianico's. That was really good pizza. And then there was a couple places we went to when we go down by Ohio State too, down in Columbus, that were really good. But yeah, I love Cincinnati. It's great. So my Cincinnati people are in the house. All right. So anything else? Any other quick questions? We're in our hour time limit here. Don't forget, like I said before, you guys, make sure you subscribe to the Hombre Den. We're gonna kick that off this week. It's gonna be really cool stuff. I'm gonna be giving away some bunch of stuff, tasters from a bunch of different rare bottles you can't find anymore, all kinds of things like that. But then we're also going to talk about other subjects, not just tequila. We'll talk about bourbons and whiskeys and cigars. We'll talk about all kinds of stuff there. So make sure you subscribe and start watching that channel when we launch it this week. All right, that's it. Yeah, I was never a big fan of the square cut pizza, but that's the way La Rosa's used to serve it, and it was info about the club. What club? Hey, Kenny B. Yeah, we're soggy down here too. We're soggy down here. It's raining. We're getting the rain here too. All right, guys. So make sure you go to the Hombre Cave and subscribe there. That's going to be a really cool thing we're going to do. So and we're going to talk about a bunch of different subjects there. So make sure you go subscribe over there, and we're going to be giving some cool stuff away, and all of it's going to be happening there, including the winter blend taster sets. They're going to be given away on that channel for Instagram, as well as a giveaway there, and then we're going to do giveaways here as well. So make sure you stay subscribed here as well. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, click the notification bell so you know when I go live and when I post reviews. Right now, make sure, if you haven't checked it out already too, the top tequilas of 2022 is up on the channel. Check it out, and comment. Let me know what you think, if you agree with me or not. Always welcome comments. And until next time, like I always say, life is too short to drink bad tequila. So keep following the reviews, keep listening to what I say, and trying what I recommend, and you'll be in good shape. All right, guys. Salute. Bye. Don't forget, go subscribe to the Hombre Cave. We're going to be kicking that channel off here this week.